5:27 a.m. I had 30 minutes left to live. Prisoner 42, prisoner 53. Get up. The guard's voice echoed through the frozen corridor. I was number 42. Number 53 in the next cell was that man. We both knew what this meant. The final roll call. The sound of iron doors opening. Chains clasped around my ankles. And from the end of the corridor, gunshots. Sir, there's a mine explosion scheduled for today. A young guard whispered to his senior. But we heard everything. At that moment, 53's eyes met mine. A crazy hope that we might survive. 3 years ago, I was an investigator for the State Security Bureau, Division 7. Elite among elites in the gray state. One gesture from me could throw someone into a cell. Comrade, have you reviewed the purge list? Yes, Director. 23 people total. I didn't know then that my name would be on that list someday. Power struggles. Factional fights among superiors. I just followed orders, but one day my superior was purged. And like collective punishment, I was dragged down too. You participated in the rebellion plot, didn't you? No, I was just following orders. Shut up. Every word from your mouth is a lie. I lost 2 teeth in that interrogation room. And I confessed to everything. Things I never did. Number 53. His name was Minho. He worked at an overseas mission. Economic officer in the Eastern Alliance capital. Brother, what did you do there? Paperwork. Reviewing trade contracts. Entertaining foreigners. First night, we didn't trust each other. In the camp, you can't trust anyone. Informants could be anywhere. But Minho was different. One night, he whispered, "Brother, I've been to Paris. There, people live with smiles. They criticize the government and don't get arrested. Are you crazy? If you say that, we're dead anyway. What's there to fear? You saw it too, brother. What we've been protecting." From that day, we became allies. I remember when the old teacher from Cell 21 died. Malnutrition and pneumonia. Guards dragged his body out. That's our future. Minho leaned against the wall. Or that. The execution ground. Once a month, we were dragged there to watch the examples. People tied to posts, executioners aiming guns, and I won't say more. Those scenes still haunt my nightmares. Brother, how long are we going to live like this? I can't take it anymore. Rather than die like this. Escape? The moment I spoke that word, Minho's eyes lit up. The plan was simple. Use the mine explosion chaos to run. Insane. Less than 5% chance of success. But we had no choice. Old Kim from Cell 10, an electrical technician, helped us. Comrades, explosion at 6 a.m. Power cuts for 15 minutes. Electric fence won't work. Why are you helping us? I'm too old to go. But young people should live. He pressed a bundle of wire into our hands. For picking handcuffs. The execution notice came that afternoon. Prisoner 42, 53. Tomorrow dawn. I thought my heart stopped. Minho slumped against the wall. Brother, we're finished. No. I grabbed his shoulder. Tomorrow dawn is our last chance. If we're going to die anyway. Run like we're already dead? Yes. That night, we didn't sleep at all. 5:30 a.m. We were dragged into the corridor. The path to execution. But halfway down that path was the mine entrance. 5:58 a.m. Boom. Explosion. The ground shook. Dust stormed in. Guards screamed and ran. Now, I picked Minho's handcuffs with the wire. He picked mine. We ran. Into chaos, into darkness. Stop there. Gunfire. A bullet grazed past me. Get down. Minho pulled me down and we rolled into a collapsed tunnel. This way. The emergency passage Kim told us about. Narrow and dark, but we crawled. Until our fingernails were torn. 30 minutes later, we surfaced. But there was barbed wire ahead. The power's out, right? Yeah. For 15 minutes, we climbed over. Felt flesh tearing on the barbs, but couldn't stop. Beyond that was the minefield. Careful. Step by step. Minho went first. I could see his legs trembling. Brother, there. He pointed. A white skull. Someone who tried before and failed. We walked around that skull, slowly, very slowly. An hour later, we reached the river. Gray ice cracking. The border. Can we cross? We have to. We walked on ice. It creaked beneath our feet. Brother, it's cracking. Run. We ran. Ice breaking, cold water soaking our ankles. And finally, the other side. We made it. Minho choked up. But it wasn't over. The chase continued. Third country land, a small border village. We met an elderly woman, one of our people. Where are you from? From the north. She sighed. Another one. Come in. Eat first. Warm rice. First time in 3 years. I picked up the spoon and cried. Thank you, grandmother. It's okay. But you can't stay long. They'll come looking. She connected us to a broker. $5,000 per person to the south. We don't have money. Pay later. You need to survive first. Broker Jang. He put us in a truck. 2 weeks of escape. Through Southeast Asian border zones. Suffocating smuggling routes. But betrayal came suddenly. Sorry, friends. Jang locked us in a strange building. Wait here. I found a place that pays more. What? He was going to sell us to gray state agents. Brother, what do we do? The window. Second floor window. We made a rope from sheets. Jump. Minho went down first. I followed. Sprained my ankle, but could run. Shouts from behind. They escaped. Get them. We ran through night streets, alleys, markets, back streets. And finally, we stopped in front of a church. Here. They'll help us here. We knocked. The priest connected us to the South State Embassy. You're safe now. Hearing those words, I collapsed. All the tension released. Brother, we survived. Minho was crying too. South State, land of freedom. The first sky I saw was so blue. Clouds, birds, everything looked different. Investigation took 3 months. Whether we were real escapees, not spies. What's your name? Number 42. No, your real name. Choi Jinwoo. How many years since I said my name? Adaptation education. Learning about Southern society. Democracy, human rights, freedom. Here, you really won't get arrested for criticizing the president? Right, that's freedom. Couldn't believe it, but the joy didn't last long. One day, the counselor came in with a serious face. Jinwoo, news about your family. Yes, your mother and sister. Collective punishment. I didn't hear the rest. My ears were ringing. It's all my fault. I curled up in the corner. Didn't eat, didn't drink. My family too, because of me. Minho heard the same news. We collapsed together. Because we wanted to live. They died. Brother, I can't live with this. What kind of freedom is this? Then the counselor brought another escapee. Seniors, I had the same experience. Lost my family. Wanted to die. A man in his 50s. But one day I realized. If we die here, their sacrifice is in vain. We need to live and tell the truth. The truth, yes, what we experienced, the truth about that place. The world needs to know. Those words woke me up. Minho. Yes, brother, let's testify. What we saw, what we experienced. Will that be atonement? I don't know, but it's a start. We recovered slowly. Counseling, studying, getting certified. And now, I run a small counseling center, helping people in the same situation. Sir, I'm going crazy thinking about my family. I know, I was the same. How did you endure? I didn't endure. I just lived day by day, and somehow got here. Minho went to university, studying economics. Says it'll help when North and South reunite. Sometimes we meet for drinks. Brother, we really survived. Yeah, it's a miracle. I'm sorry to our families. Me too. I'll be sorry forever. We clink glasses. Freedom wasn't free. We lost much, gave up much to get it. But do I regret it? No. Here, I can live as myself. Not as number 42, but as Choi Jinwoo. And someday, I hope everyone can enjoy this freedom. That's my wish. Where are you listening to this story? Let me know in the comments. And if you take freedom for granted, think about this. Even now, someone is risking their life for this freedom. Subscribe and like to help share more stories. Thank you for listening today.